series day 7, a whole week. Congratulations. If you have some blocks, 1 or 2 blocks, grab those. Or you don't need them, we're just going to use them at the end. Or if you like to use them for certain positions, I suggest keep them nearby. Otherwise, we're going to start. Let's lay back. On our backs today, we're going to start out a little differently. Get nice and comfortable. You can hug your knees in for a moment, keeping the tailbone down. Close your eyes and maybe you rock back and forth gently. Take a few breaths, exhaling completely. Starting to become present on your mat. Letting go of today's stresses. Big, deep breath in. Completely exhale. One more. Let's go ahead and stretch our right leg out long. Hug that left knee into your chest. Already I'm starting to jumble words. Go ahead and lift your right arm to the sky. And let's slowly begin to turn our bodies to the right. You can use that right arm as a pillow. So now your left leg is bent. Bring that left hand around and see if you can grab the top of that foot. Then we're going to keep that knee in line with your hip. So we don't want it up. We want to keep it in line with the hip. This is what you would call, I guess, a reclined dancer's pose. This is dancer's pose, but we're just laying down on the ground. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. One more breath. Exhale. From here, we're going to bring our leg. You might turn, you might wobble. You can use this left hand to kind of keep you straight. We're going to do a reclined tree pose. So bring your toe into your inner thigh or maybe your inner shin, wherever your normal tree pose would be. And then maybe you gently bring that left hand over to meet the right, just like you would in tree pose. And breathe. If you're wobbling, you can also bring a block either behind you or in front of you to keep you steady. And let's go ahead and you can bend the leg that's on the mat, your right leg, to keep you steady. We're going to grab the toe of our left leg and straighten it up towards the sky. And breathe. And gently release that leg. We're going to come back onto our backs and do the other side. So this time, the left leg comes out long, right knee is bent. We're going to bring that left arm straight up overhead and slowly begin to turn your body over to the left. And then we grab the top of that foot. You might wobble, just catch yourself. Again, a block either in the front of your body or behind will keep you steady and from rolling back and forth. It's hard to stay up on the side of your body. Again, keeping that knee in line with your hip in reclined dancer's pose. And take a deep breath. One more deep breath. Release that foot. You can bring that right hand in front to keep you steady. Coming into our reclined tree pose. Maybe you leave your hand in front to hold you steady, or maybe you bring it towards the top of your mat, meeting with the left hand, just like you would in your tree pose. Your toes should land exactly where it would in your tree pose when you're standing. Take a deep breath. One more deep breath. And bend the bottom leg just a little, just to keep you steady. Wrapping our fingers around the big toe. Stretch that right leg up towards the sky. And if you can bring it in towards you, and breathe. Gently release. And let's roll back to our backs. Hug both those knees in. Nose to knee. So now you're like a little bug on its back. That's not an actual pose. I guess I could call it that. And let's come down. If you want to go ahead and turn to your right side, bring that left hand down and let's just gently come up. And let's meet in tabletop. Knees under hips, hands under your shoulders, core is tight, long, straight spine. Stretch that right leg out. Ball of the foot comes to the mat, push back with that heel. You get a nice stretch in that calf. Should feel really good. Take a deep breath. Lifting that right leg, square those hips, tighten the core. We're going to take a deep breath in. Knee to nose. Round that back. Bring that right leg back, keeping those hips square. Breathe in. Exhale to round it in, knee to nose. Right leg comes out. Deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Bring it out. This time we're going to bring the toes to the mat. And we're going to start walking towards the side of our mat, and as I do that, I'm going to turn on that bent knee. So now I'm facing the side of my mat, and we're now coming in to gate pose, right? So from here, this is also a good place for a block if you have one. If you don't need it. You can bring your fingertips to the mat and reach that right arm over that right ear. Chest is open. Should be a nice long line from your fingertips to your toes. And if you do have a block, you would place it here. And again, do the same thing. Stretch that right arm over. Still, you would have a nice long line. The block's just there to give you some extra height. And let's slowly begin to twist our upper body towards the front of our mat. As we do that, we're going to turn and come back to our tabletop. And let's take it to the other side. Tighten that core. Stretch that left leg out by bringing the ball of the foot to the mat, pushing back with that heel. Never holding our breath, always breathing. Go ahead and bring that left leg up. Square those hips, tighten the core. Breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose, round it through. Bring it out. Breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose. Stretch it out. Inhale. Exhale. And this time, we're going to drop those toes down to the mat. I'm going to walk it over to the left side of my mat this time. Coming into gate pose. If this hurts your knee, double up on your mat like so, placing your knee on the folded part. That gives it a little more cushion. Standing up nice and tall, arms come out. My toes are pointing towards the front of, towards the side of my mat, facing front. And we're going to let our fingertips come to the mat, stretching that left arm over left ear, long line from fingertips to toes, and breathe. Coming back up, bringing both hands, starting to turn back towards the top of our mat. Unfold your mat if you doubled it up. Coming back into your tabletop. We're going to bring that right leg back out. Tighten the core. Square those hips. Breathe in. Exhale, round it in. One more time. This time, coming back to gate pose. Again, if you need to double up on that mat, to cushion that knee, feel free. Arms come out, coming back into gate pose. We're going to stretch it over to the right this time. So now the left arm is coming over left ear. Chest is open. I am placing my right hand on my right straight leg. Feeling that really nice side stretch. Take a breath. And slowly bringing our upper body back to the front of our mat. We're going to start turning. Unravel that mat. Coming back to your tabletop. Breathe in. Left leg comes out. Tighten. Square those hips. Exhale, knee to nose. So we inhale. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, exhale, bring it in. Bringing those toes down to the mat. I'm going to slowly walk it over to the left side of my mat. Coming back into gate pose, I'm going to fold my mat over. Just to cushion my knee. Coming back up. This time, stretching it over to the left. Right arm comes over right ear. Chest is open. Breathe. Back toes can be flat or curled, whatever's more comfortable for you. And slowly bring that upper body towards the front. Unravel that mat. Come back to your tabletop. Let's do a couple cat-cows just to warm up the back. Inhale, open that chest. Shoulders roll back. Arching that back. Exhale, coming right into cat pose, pushing through, rounding that back, chin to chest. This is where you exhale. So we inhale, cow pose, arching that back. We exhale, cat pose. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Coming back to a neutral spine. Curl those toes, rise on up. Walking it out, feeling really tight in the back of those legs. They'll be nice and loosened up in no time. Just take a few breaths as you walk and stretch those legs. If your wrists are hurting, make sure you grip at the mat. That will alleviate a lot of the tension on your wrists. I call them spider fingers. You just grip with your pads of your fingers. All right, let's go ahead and bring that tailbone up towards the sky, straightening our spine, sinking those heels down towards the mat. On your next breath in, bring your right leg into three-legged dog. And we're going to exhale, bring it in through the center, coming right into a plank position, lifting that upper back, stepping it up. Lowering down on that back leg, you can flatten that back foot or keep those toes curled, whatever's more comfortable. Opening that chest, fingertips to the mat, in line with your ankle. Inhale. And we're going to slowly squeeze those inner thighs and exhale up, bringing arms overhead. Steeple grip. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly sink to the front of that front hip, bringing belly towards your thigh, keeping those arms lifted. Inhale. Exhale. And frame. That front foot, hop up on the back foot, slide that front leg right back to a plank. Let's do our first chaturanga. If you need to drop your knees down to modify, please do. Deep breath in. Exhale. Flip those feet. Open it up. Roll those shoulders open. Nice long neck. We don't need to throw our head back. Keep that neck and spine in line with one another. We're going to slowly bend those knees. Curl one toe, curl the other. Come right back to your downward dog. Walk it out. Make sure you're breathing. Go ahead and lift that tailbone towards the sky. Sink those heels down. On your next inhale, left leg comes to three-legged dog. Square those hips to the mat. We're going to exhale, lift, really rounding through the upper back, and step it up. Lower down. Back foot can be flat or toes can be curled, whatever's more comfortable. Open that chest, fingertips in line with that ankle. We're going to breathe in, squeeze those inner thighs. And exhale, arms overhead, lifting up. Steeple grip, fingers interlace, pointer fingers to the sky. Trying to keep those shoulders away from your ears, so keep it open, shoulders down. Inhale, slowly sinking in that front hip. Exhale, belly toward the thigh, arms stay lifted. Inhale, exhale. Slowly frame that foot, hop up on the back foot, slide that foot back, coming into your plank. Deep breath in, exhale, knee to nose, knee to nose. So right knee comes in, left knee, right knee, left. Never holding your breath, marry the breath to the movement. Come right back, downward dog. Deep breath in, exhale. Stretch those legs and heels, walk it out. Tailbone up towards the sky. On your next breath in, right leg comes high. Exhale, round it through. Step it up, high lunge. Squeezing those inner thighs, pushing back with your heel. Front leg is in a 90-degree angle. We're going to slowly rise. If you need to use those hands to help, go for it. Breathe in, arms overhead. Exhale. Open that chest. Interlace those hands behind your back. Deep breath in. Open that chest. Exhale. On your next inhale, we're going to slowly bring belly to thigh. Exhale. Breathe in. And exhale to rise. Release those hands. Frame that front foot. Come back to your plank. Knees come down, sit back, child's pose. If you find that you're having trouble getting your glutes back to your heels and your forehead to the mat, you can always use a towel and place it underneath, on top of your ankles, and that will give you a little more space. Take a deep breath. One more deep breath. And let's slowly round our backs, coming right back into your downward dog. Walk it out. Breathe. I know it's so repetitive, right? But you would be surprised how often you'll forget to breathe throughout your practice. Even when you're like, I can't breathe, you forget to breathe. It's crazy. All right, on our next inhale, we're gonna bring left leg, three-legged dog. We're gonna exhale, really round through that upper back, giving us some height to step it up. Back heel is pushing back. Front leg, 90-degree angle, squeezing those inner thighs, slowly rise. Breathe in. Exhale, arms overhead. Open that chest. Take a breath. Interlacing those hands behind your back. Open that chest. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're gonna slowly bring belly to thigh. Deep breath in. Exhale to rise. And release. Hands come down. Come back to your plank. Knees, chest and chin. So you kind of look like an inchworm. You can flatten those feet to the mat. Utilizing our arm strength. And let's come onto our bellies. Arms come out in front. We're going to lift. First of all, tighten your core. First and foremost. We want to protect our spine by tightening the core. Take a deep breath in. Catch your breath. We're going to lift our right leg and left arm at the same time. Keeping everything squared to the mat. And bring it down. Let's take it to the other side. Breathe in. Exhale. Right arm comes up, left leg comes up. Bring it down. One more time on each side. Make sure you're breathing. Now we're going to go swimming. Deep breath in. Forehead can come to the mat. Exhale, swim. Kicking both legs and feet at the same time. Arms and legs. Bring it down. Woo. Curl those toes under. Hands under shoulders. Slowly begin to rise up back to your downward dog. Walk it out. And breathe. You should now be feeling your heart rate rising. You should be getting a little sweaty. Yeah. All right. Tailbone up towards the sky. On your next inhale, right leg comes high. Breathe in, and we're going to exhale, coming through the center. Bring that right knee to right elbow. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Come through the center. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Coming back up. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale. We're going to step it wide. Lizard pose. Deep breath in, staying up on that back leg, staying up on our hands. We're going to straighten that front leg. You need to come onto your fingertips. Flex that foot. Coming back through. Deep breath in, exhale, straighten that front leg. Coming back down. Breathe in one more time. Exhale, straighten. Come back down. You can lower on that back leg. Come down to your forearms. Shoulders in line with your shoulders in line with your elbows. Elbows in line with your shoulders. Holy moly. Legs and feet. Oy, oy, oy. Bringing that back leg up. See if you can grab the top of that foot and stretch that heel in towards your glute, lifting your elbow towards the sky. If that's too much, just stay in your lizard pose and breathe. And gently release the back leg if you had it lifted. We're gonna rise up. Deep breath in, come right into your plank, and then downward dog. Walk it out. Breathe in. And tucking that tailbone up towards the sky. On your next breath in, left leg comes high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, twist over to right elbow. Coming back, three-legged dog. Exhale, coming through the center, round through that back, and we're gonna step it up towards the side. Staying lifted, hands right in front. Stay lifted on that back leg. We're gonna breathe in. Exhale, straighten that front leg. If you need to hop up on your fingertips to give you some height, go for it. Slowly come back down, inhale. Exhale, straighten, flex that foot. Breathe in to come down, and then exhale to straighten. And then all the way down, you can lower on that back knee, come down to your forearms if you're able. If not, just stay up on your hands. You can either stay here or grab the back leg, back foot, stretch it in towards your glute. You can come either on the inside of your legs or around the outside, whatever is more comfortable for you. Just make sure you're breathing. And gently release. We're going to slowly rise back up. Curl those back toes, slide it right back to your plank. Come right into your downward dog. Walk it out. Breathe in. Tip that tailbone up towards the sky. On your next breath in, right leg comes high. Exhale, we're going to come through the center and make 3 big circles. Draw those circles with your knee. Right leg comes high one more time. Breathe in, and we're going to exhale, draw 3 circles. Coming back up, three-legged dog. Inhale, this time exhale, we're going to step it up. Turn and lower on that back foot. Slowly rise. Really utilizing that quad to lift you. Coming into warrior one. If you need to adjust your stance, maybe widen it or shorten the stance so that your upper body is reaching the front of the mat. Arms come overhead. Front leg is bent. Back leg is straight by lifting that kneecap. Big inhale. And exhale. We're going to bring our hands towards our heart. And we're going to slowly come right in to warrior 3. Breathing. We're going to slowly lift that knee. Grab it with your right hand. Bring it in towards your body. And see if you can twist open to the left. Just twisting from your waist. Breathing. Keeping that core engaged. Maybe you look back. If not, just look to the side. Make sure you're breathing. And lower it down. Shake it out. Breathe in, arms overhead. We're gonna exhale, stretch it over to the right. Chest is open, hips out to the left. Coming back through center. Big inhale. Exhale, over to the left, hips come out to the right. Coming back through center. Small back bend, opening that chest. Looking up towards the sky, pushing those hips out. Keeping that core tight. And exhale, we're gonna slowly dive down, coming into our forward fold. We wanna activate those quads, tighten that core. Bring some more weight into the balls of our feet rather than our heels. You're gonna feel much more stretches in the back of your leg if you're on the ball of your foot than if you're on your heel. Plus, it will allow for your tailbone to come towards the sky. Take one more breath. Halfway lift. Nice long spine, flat back. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come to the mat. Come right back to your downward dog. Walk it out. You should feel how much looser the backs of your legs feel now. On your next breath in, left leg comes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, we're gonna draw 3 circles, big circles. Deep breath in, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw your circles. Really lifting that knee up towards your chest. Deep breath in. Exhale, rounding that upper back, step it up. Lower and flatten that back foot, coming right into your warrior one. Fixing your stance so that your upper body is facing front. Bend in that front leg, straighten that back leg by lifting that kneecap. Open that chest, breathe in. Exhale. Hands come to heart. Deep breath in. Exhale. Come right to your warrior 3. Breathing. I'm going to slowly begin to rise, lifting my right knee. I'm going to bring that knee closer up towards my chest. And I'm going to slowly twist from my waist, bringing that right arm behind me, slowly twisting my upper body so that eventually I can look back over that thumb without falling. Make sure you're breathing, make sure your core is tight. If you fall, just come right back. And let's slowly begin to lower. Shake it out. Let's do a tree pose. Excuse me. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, I'm gonna face you guys. Doing any balance pose on a block is gonna be a lot harder than just doing it on your mat. But that's where growth comes in. So I'm gonna try it on my block because it helps me with my balance. Let's start out with our left leg on the mat evenly, all 4 corners of that foot, standing up nice and tall. We bring that right leg up and we're gonna place it, again, where it's most comfortable. So where you can stay in your tree pose without wobbling a bunch. And you can also use a wall here. You do not need to try and balance if you're not there yet. Placing that foot where it's comfortable, finding your focus about 4 or 5 feet in front of you, and breathe. Keeping those hips open. Maybe then begin to bring arms overhead. Fingertips touch. Maybe sway those arms overhead like leaves do in the wind. Maybe you come into a mudra, whatever your poison is. The goal is to be able to hold this position for quite a while. All right, I've tortured you long enough. Let's come down, shake that leg out, and let's take it to the other side. Right foot comes onto your mat. All four corners on the mat, not on your block. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. Take a breath, standing up nice and tall. Hands can come to heart. Bringing that left leg up to where it's comfortable. Again, somewhere where you can hold it for a long period of time without wobbling. And if that means holding onto a wall, that's okay. Finding your focus in front of you, about 4 feet out. Breathing. Maybe you challenge yourself and you raise those arms over your head. Wherever you are, make sure you're focusing and you're breathing. Maybe you sway like a tree. Maybe you come into a mudra. Whatever you want. One more big breath. And release. Shake that leg out. I know it's painful, but that builds up our balance and strength. And you could probably notice, my ankles shook a lot, especially being up on a block like that. But I've learned to control that wobbling in my body. So I might wobble and shake a little bit, but I know how to control it now because of strength and practice. Let's breathe in, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive it down. Forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Forward fold again. Fingertips come to the mat. Come right back to your downward dog. Walk it out. We're going to roll forward, coming right into a plank. We're going to turn to the side, coming right into side plank. Listen carefully for modifications. Kickstand. I highly recommend it if you are sagging in your hip or you feel like it's just too much, put your kickstand up. So whatever your top leg is going to be your kickstand. Make sure your hips are nice and lifted. And lift that right arm towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to round it in. Open it up. Deep breath in. Exhale, round it in. Open it up. Inhale. Exhale, round it in. Open it up. Coming right back to your high plank. Yep, you guessed it. Turning over to the other side. Opening that left arm to the sky. If you need that kickstand, top leg comes in front, bend that knee. Inhale. Exhale, round it in. Breathe in to open. Exhale, round it in. Breathe in. Exhale, round it in. And open it up. Coming right back to a plank. Wide-legged child's pose. Sit back, forehead to the mat. Take a deep breath. One more deep breath. Slowly round your back, coming into your tabletop. Swing those legs around. We're gonna do some ab work. Coming into your boat pose, find your sweet spot. Tightening that core, lifting that chest. Maybe you let go. And breathe. From here, we're going to stretch it out, suspending those arms and legs, upper back. Breathe. Hug those knees in. I know it's tough. Take a deep breath in, and we're going to exhale, open it up again, suspend. Exhale. Big breath in. Exhale. Hug it in. It's much easier if you're breathing. One more time. Deep breath in. Lift those arms and legs and exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Hug it in. You did so good. I'm so proud of you. Feet come to the mat. Come up on those forearms. You know me so well. Let's roll those shoulders, opening that chest. Toes come to the mat. Lift those legs so that they're in line with your hips. Right leg comes up. Exhale. Bring it down. Suspend it right about hip height. Bring it in. Breathe in. Left leg comes up. Bring it down right around hip height. Remove that block and bring it in. Breathing. If you want to pick up the pace a little bit, go for it. All right, listen carefully. Breathe in, both legs come up, right leg comes down, out, in, and back. Left leg, out, in, and back. Right leg, out, in, come back. Left leg, out, in, come back. Now bury the breath with the movement. One more on both sides. And go ahead. Oh yeah, holy crap. You don't really feel it until you lay down, and that's when it hits you like a Mack truck. Go ahead and give me a good morning stretch. Oh yeah, that feels so good. You guys are gonna thank me one day. I'm telling you, if you stick with it, you're gonna have a six-pack. Breathe. And let's go ahead and I do want to do some flexibility today. So I do want to work on my splits. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and rock and roll, or you can turn to one side. I was going to do some flexibility on our backs, but we started that way. So I'd like to do at least two split practices a week. And I think we've only done one this week, so we'll do it today. And then that's it until next week. All right, let's come into our low lunge on the right side. If you have blocks, go ahead and grab them. If not, just bring your fingertips to the mat. We're gonna sink into that front hip. You know the drill. If you've been doing my videos, then you know. Make sure your hips are square to the front. And by doing that, you can bring that front hip back just a nudge, and that back hip towards the front just a nudge. And that will bring you forward. Go ahead and come right back into your runner's lunge. The higher up you stay and the more you flex your foot, the more benefit you're going to get from this stretch. Where if you try to sit back real far, it just doesn't do anything. Keeping a nice straight spine. Take a few breaths. Slowly coming right back forward. Just really sinking into that front hip. Breathing. Coming right back to your runner's lunge. Coming right back to neutral. I'm going to inch back on my back leg. And then I think I'm going to bring a block to my center this time. I'm going to push forward and land on that block. Sitting up tall, breathing, flexing that front foot. I'm going to turn both hands to the left side, and I'm going to turn in on that back leg. And I'm going to inch that knee in, and then my toes, and then that knee, until I can safely bring my opposite leg, my opposite leg together with my other leg. You know what I'm saying. Without hurting myself, trying to get out of a split. We gently come out of our splits, always. Okay, left, low lunge, blocks or fingertips to the mat. We're going to sink nice and deeply into that front hip. Again, squaring those hips by just nudging that front hip back a bit and that back hip front a bit. It's very confusing. Just think opposites. I know it feels funny, but that's going to help open up those hip flexors. And really that's what we need to work on to get into our splits. Deep breath. One more deep breath. Let's come right back to our runner's lunge. Long spine, flex that foot. Breathing. Coming right back, sinking into that front hip. Make sure you're breathing. Coming right back, runner's lunge. Long spine. Coming into neutral. If you don't have a block, again, just come down, maybe stack a couple pillows. If not, just come up on your fingertips and hold for a couple breaths. So I'm going to inch back with that back leg. Or you could use a stack of books, a couple dictionaries, maybe 2 dictionaries, and place it in the middle. And then stand up nice and tall, flexing that front foot, and breathe. over, and you can hold this for much longer if you want, like in the comfort of your own home. It's up to you. I just don't want to keep you guys that long. So I'm going to slowly turn my lower leg in, and I'm going to lift up, and then I'm going to bring my knee in, and then my toes, and then my knee, so that I can safely bring that top or front leg in without hurting myself. Go ahead and swing those legs around. We're going to come right into our corpse pose, gently laying ourselves back. Find a nice comfortable place on your mat. Legs can come out long, or maybe butterfly pose, or maybe feet wide, knees come in. Wherever you are, release the tension in your glutes, release the tension in your jaw. Let your whole body rest nice and heavy on that mat, sinking into that mat, closing your eyes, and just begin to breathe slowly, deeply, and controlled. Trying to drown out any noises around you. Trying just to get a few moments of peace before you begin your day. Or maybe you're going to sleep, who knows. Either way, if you have trouble with this portion, just laying still for 2 minutes, not even, you should definitely look inward. Ask yourself, why is it so hard for me to lay still for 2 minutes and breathe? You owe your body that moment of stillness, of peace, of quiet. Which means I'm going to shut up now. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. And let's go ahead and bend your left leg. Right arm comes up over your head. Slowly begin to turn to the right. Coming into your fetal position. Take a moment and breathe. And let's come right into a comfortable seat. I almost fell asleep in that corpse pose, I'm not even gonna lie. Alright, if you want to sit up on a block, feel free, or maybe a pillow or rolled up blanket or towel. I just like a little bit of height, just opens up my hips a little more, and then I cross it right at my ankle, and I let my knees fall open. I sit up nice and tall, shoulders down away from your ears. Give yourself a smile. We're gonna do 2 ohms, and then I'll let you go. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath in. Big smile, gently open your eyes. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me today. It was a true pleasure as always. I hope you're enjoying the love series, and I will see you back for tomorrow, day 8. Have a great rest of your day or morning or night. Namaste. Love you guys.